he's at the part of life where your traumas and your optimism are fighting each other. It's like your traumas and your pain is pulling you down into the underworld as there's a light in you that's pulling you forward, is like pushing you through the dark times, right? And it's like, yeah, in the system that I study, the psychological system I study, like, yeah, like we call this like, you know, you can call it almost emerging from the underworld, or actually right before it's like friction, right? It's like it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You know what I mean? And I'm at the part of my life, like I think I was here 2-3 years ago, probably 3 years ago actually, when I was doing YouTube and stuff. And just like this idea of like you're going so deep in yourself, like facing your demons, facing your trauma, going into your pain, going into your past, going into your insecurities. And it's like you're so raw and sensitive and vulnerable. And it's so painful this time because you're finally opening yourself up to the sensitivity of feeling your pain, because a lot of the time we wall it off, right? But so it's like this can be a brutal time, but really what I love that he's talking about is you have to do that challenging work of facing your shit to get to that angel in the marble. And that's where like I feel like, yeah, again, like I said, I'm in that optimistic stage, like a few steps ahead of that, but I'm still caught in my shadow sometimes. Like I'm still fighting my own demons, like, you know, on a daily basis. It's just, I've done so much work that even though the demons come every day, there's a deep optimism, belief beneath everything that I'm like, oh yeah, like I'll get through this. Like it's finally at like the calm, reassuring, oh yeah, I got this. Like this fucking sucks right now, but hey, like this is gonna get way better. I'm at that stage, but yeah, where he is, he's at an extremely important part of the journey. This song is at the beginning of the next leg of the journey, going, hey guys, like, hey, it gets better. Come, like, just keep facing your pain, keep facing your pain. Like, that's why this song is so important, because it's giving hope to all the people who are just getting out of that. And I think that's why, like, when people say, oh, you know, don't be too dark or serious in music, I'm like, no, you really need stuff like this, because the person who is on stage 8 of the journey cannot even fucking relate to people on the stage 2 or 3 or 4. Barely, like, yeah, 2, 3, and 4. It's like, really, you need the leaders who are going to help the people who are in stages 2, 3, and 4 get to stages 5 and 6. You know what I mean? Like pull them through that leg of the journey, so that when they get far enough, then you can get like the more like peaceful leaders who are like way, way ahead. But those peaceful leaders, they just piss off the people who are going through shit, because the people that are going through shit are like, hey, you're not even fucking real. Like you're not, you got no fucking problems. You know what I mean? It's like you're like you're a guru in a white gown. You know what I mean? And that's why the best shamans, truly the best real guru is like an actual guru, not a fake fucking guru, but a real guru will in some sense pretend that they're lower than they are. They will utilize human natural flaws. They will get angry sometimes, maybe when they're not even angry. They will maybe swear. They'll be a little bit rough around the edges, because they know they have to be able to be relatable to the people who are just starting the journey, or they'll have no effect on them. And it's like, you can't get to stage 6 until you've been through stages 2 to 5. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is a very, very important part of the journey. Yeah, lead vocalist Lucas Woodland. So yeah, Lucas has a great voice, like a real sensitivity. Yeah, he reminds me of like the archetype, the kind of human being where like he's the sensitive archetype. He's the sensitive artist. And like his role, one of his roles in society is, as I just alluded to, is to bare his soul creatively, to help the world, to bare his soul, to show the world, to inspire the world to heal. In a lot of ways, actually, that's kind of my archetype too. That, you know, I'm not doing it through, I actually am doing it through art, but the medium's different. I'm not doing it through writing my own music and singing my own music. I'm doing it by vocalizing and sharing the stories of my life and using the highly emotional medium of music as my chosen way of really getting to the core essence of the message I'm sharing with people. Because if I don't bring the music in, people don't have the ability to fully grasp the emotional weight of what I'm talking about. Like sometimes, like if I'm talking about that level of pain, you need to listen to somebody who's in that level of pain to really articulate what that part of the journey feels like. In order to evolve, I made a chopping block a home, and I gouged my away at myself until I hit a bone. Again, this is like peering deeply into your pain and your soul and your traumas and your wounds. Like a good psychotherapist will help you with this process. And also a lot of artists are kind of psychotherapists. They're their own psychotherapists, and music is their method. Yeah, especially the introspective ones, which most vocalists are lyricists, and most lyricists are introspective. I'm chiseling until there's nothing left. And that's also an aspect of the journey. A lot of the time it does feel like you're kind of, sometimes the self-analysis and the facing your demons and your pain can feel like you're kind of destroying any sense of identity you have, any sense of self. Because essentially you're destroying the facade you built to pretend like you were okay to the world and even to yourself. You know, like we all, like, if we have that much trauma and pain, if we didn't build a facade, we would probably scare all these people away. And not really, you know, good people, good compassionate people will always love you. But so many other people will be like, dude, you got like way too much shit, man. Like, And a lot of the time, actually, relationships too, right? You know, we hide our darker aspects so that we can hope that we can be loved. But really, all this stuff is just waiting in relationships. It's just waiting to be uncovered. And relationships are the medium that will force its uncovering. Which is why so much of the time when people get in a relationship, they're putting their best foot forward, their facade forward, and then they're blindsided when the person isn't who they said they were. And it's like, well, both of you did it. Like, it's not just like one of you did it. Both of you were putting your best foot forward. And it just so happens that one of you got kind of like shown first. They showed the true self first. If you guys want to check out another clip from this episode, click here. And if you want to check out more clips on this topic, click here. And if you want to check out the full episode that this clip is taken from, you can click the link in the description below. And that's it. So I'll see all of you in the next one.